Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever ember wanders near.
Fascism, a massive ideology enacted in multiple countries across the world. Its entire basis is suppressing people.
Yeah.
There's many facets of it. But
Please describe fascism. I'd like you to describe the
Here we
economic
go.
structure of fascism. For me, please.
Russia allows local protesting that they do not consider a threat to the government. The minute a protest is actually gins up enough interest that there is a legitimate threat to them, like they can get a candidate to actually compete against Putin, they immediately kill them. That literally is what happens in Russia. Every single candidate that has basically run against Vladimir Putin is either dead or imprisoned. That's what happened with the last election. There was, I forget the gentleman's name, but he ran against Vladimir Putin, and they literally imprisoned him until the elections were over, and then they let him out. There's other competitors that the KGB actually killed them. So yeah, they'll allow protests as long as there's no threat to the government's power. The minute there's a threat to the government's power, they're all dead. That's how it works. That's how it works in Russia. That's how it works in China. That's how it's even worse in North Korea, and it's even worse in Iran.
Fascism is when we silence dissent.
Whoa, okay. Copy and paste response. Let's try to get a second one in there. You know they do that under communism aggressively and socialism, but continue, please. She does. Good. Continue.
Fascism is also when you oppress a group. Minorities, oppress minorities.
You basically just use the same talking point. Do you actually have anything that you can actually describe what fascism really is?
No.
Well, fascism is what...
Define fascism. What is the economic and political structure of fascism?
Fascism is private profit, or private prisons.
It actually probably wouldn't be. I'll be honest.
No,
under the
it would be
economic structure of
government-run.
fascism, it's much closer to socialism than it is capitalism in every measured way.
Yes.
Now, there are private enterprise.
Fascism is basically the next logical step from communism. You basically go with communism, where everything is state-run, state controls everything, and then you go to fascism, where fascism basically destroys the concept of state in and of itself, and it basically rules with an authoritarian fist. So it's basically like the stepping stones is socialism, communism, fascism. It's literally like that is like the as the IR said, it's the stepping stones. It goes that way every single time.
But the people running them and the people working for them are placed there by the state. You have to be loyalist to the state. And the state is determining usually the economic trend of what is being worked on in the economy. It is much closer to a socialist economic structure and political structure than capitalism by far. Free market doesn't exist in socialism. There is no, in fascism, there is no free market. It's not about private prison. No, it would be likely a public prison, and the person
Who's in the prison?
is going to be, who's in the prison? Whatever they decide the laws are under that country. It was different under Nazi Germany as it was under Spain, as it was under Italy. That's not what defines fascism. You know nothing. You use buzzwords and you know no actual reality.
I know that reality is that we are suffering, and there's got to be an alternative.
Oh my God. She's broken. She's broken.
You got the ticket?
She is fucking broken. There is no, like, this is gonna sound crazy, but she needs to go to like some kind of a re-education camp, which is a horrible sounding word, but like reverse of what the standard re-education camp might actually be. Like, she literally needs to go somewhere to get deprogrammed. Like, the programming is just so fucking not yeah, you know what? That'd be a better use for her at this point. Yeah, she's a future HHD. Future HHD and future battery. Yeah, that would actually be more suitable for her.
Talk a word again. That means nothing. Suffering has gone down substantially under capitalism. It is by every numeric fact in the world, including the capitalism of Europe. A very capitalist economy whose social programs are...
Navi Cuzzy, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm afraid I'm about to break your brains. Welcome in. How was your stream? I hope you had a wonderful stream. We're doing some Caleb Hammer with one of the stupidest fucking people we've ever seen. So, as long as you don't mind getting your brain broken a little bit, please feel free to join us.
Funded by capitalism. Norway, sovereign wealth fund, one of the best in the world, through oil extraction, selling on the private marketplace. Capitalism. You know nothing.
Capitalism allows people to die.
Yeah,
So
no
it's
one
not
ever
profit-
died under
It's
communism.
not profitable to.
Did anyone ever die under
support-
communism?
Under capitalism.
Great, good response.
No answer. Of course. Of
Go ahead.
course.
Get your point.
Under
Make a stupid
capitalism,
point.
people.
Let's hear it.
People
Yes.
are not prioritized as much as profits are. And so you let people die in your
Who's
hospitals.
letting someone die?
Well, because
No, if you go to the emergency room, they're not letting you die, and anyone can go to the emergency room,
Yeah,
including
not
an
every-
illegal immigrant. What are you
Uh-huh.
talking about?
and then they die from medical debt.
No, no. Have you seen?
Oh, what? She's desperate. Oh my God. She's like, the programming doesn't cover this. So she's desperately trying to cobble together the sectors of her programming that might actually fit and just vomit it out. Because her talking point was capitalism lets people die. And then Caleb's like, how? And like, she didn't have the follow-up dialogue tree for that. So she just blue screened. And now she's desperately trying to cobble together like data sectors of her programming to try and come up with something. And it's like, you're getting incompatible code. And it's just basically the whole system's crashing right now.
In the show? Dude, the bankruptcy laws in this country compared to anywhere else are some of the most lax, liberal, incredible to get out of any bad situation ever.
I don't know about bankruptcy.
You don't know about anything. That's the point. If you don't know about bankruptcy, then don't comment on medical debt.
No idea if she went to
Well,
college.
moral masturbation's next. You know, saying anything for praise online is less impactful to real people than real outcomes. That's what you should take away from anything. And know what the you're talking about. I'm not 100% educated on everything, but at least know something of what you're talking about. Because this was pathetic.
I know that people
You
are
know that you had a
suffering.
couple conversations.
Do those people's input not matter?
All that matters is the actual outcome in the end, which you
Simple answer is no. Anecdotal evidence doesn't matter in the face of hard data. Point blank. No, their voices in this conversation. Joy.
People like this girl are all too quick to
And
forget
eating
that
something.
Hitler and the Nazis were socialists.
Of course they forget about it because it goes against an Arab, so they'll never acknowledge that. But in the context of this conversation, the few conversations that she's had with people that were also undoubtedly fake and like in her little bubble, so of course they're going to virtue signal just like her. Yeah, no, their conversations don't mean anything. Not in the face of overwhelming data for the country writ large. There's a reason why anecdotal evidence is not utilized in statistics. Because anecdotal evidence is not scientifically it is not scientifically based. It is not factually based. Anecdotal is based off of fifis, which is why it is completely ignored whenever you run statistics on something. So no, the people the opinions of the people that she spoke to in the context of this conversation mean dick.
can measure by collecting statistics across the board. The outcomes for any,
What is the average income?
the median income in the United States, I believe, $65,000.
I don't meet that, and so many more people that I've talked to don't
Well,
meet that.
median means
Well,
not everyone. Do you know what
fucking
median is?
cry
You just
about
ask
it.
for median.
Yeah. Well, I asked.
Yeah, guess what? Oh, fucking cry about it. You know what I made when I worked at my other job before my current one? The last job I made. You know what my fucking median income was? Probably about $23,000 or $25,000 a year. I made fucking shit. I made minimum wage. Am I crying about, oh, I'm not making the median income? No, I just fucking worked. Yes, plenty of people do not make the median income. Medium means average. It's not everybody makes at least $65, you troglodyte.
For average.
Okay, well, median's more important. Why would you do average? It's more skewed by wealthy people.
hmm
Average is a bad capture.
Well, but average goes to show
You don't make that
everybody.
because you chose your career path. Did you choose your career path? Did you make that choice? Did you choose what to study?
Yes.
Well, that was your fault.
There you go.
What? Why are you blaming America?
For choosing what?
You said you're not the median for the
Right.
income. That was your choice.
Yes. No, my
So
degree
face
is
the
in teachers.
consequences of your choice.
Yeah.
Pathetic worm.
I got my degree in teaching, yeah.
Yes, you chose
Oh,
that.
God. God help us. She wanted to be a teacher. Fuck me. Thank God she didn't get the job that she wanted. No, she got a degree in teaching. She's actually working in finance for like a sports thing in where she lives. So no, thank fuck she's not a teacher. Holy crap.
What's the point you're trying to make then that you
Well,
don't meet the
because-
median? Before we keep going, quick word from Zoss. This man, a tweet nurses got a quest to help tweet dilute revenues industry. Let's get back to this. Why now? That's Rocket Mortgage. Track record these people makes just link in the
We're
below.
Well, it's important to know that like we're not paying people what they're worth, what their labor's worth, and we don't see this intrinsic value in people
Pay
like
their
teachers and
worth, absolutely.
I mean, we literally
yes,
just
we
took
do.
away
In the
the
United
profession from nurses. Nurses are no longer considered professionals.
You're talking about in terms of what they can borrow for student loans? That might be a
No,
good
I'm
thing.
not. I'm just talking about professions and how
Yes,
much
it
they
is.
make and versus like how much time that they put into it.
First of all, I don't think that you're
My
going to hear much
God.
complaining in general because nurses get paid incredible.
They work 12-hour days.
Yes,
And?
like 4 days a week. Yeah, no, my mom's a nurse. My cousin's a nurse. I have so many nurses in my family. It's still
Yeah.
like 40 hours a week.
Are they upset about their profession being
I think
undermined?
they're happy with making six figures.
But
Yeah.
that degree is no longer considered a
Not everyone
professional
cares about a
degree.
label like you, blue hair. Some people actually care about, again, outcomes. Only thing that matters in the end for a worker usually is their paycheck.
Yeah, nurses are paid very well. They're paid very well and they work very hard for that pay. It is a trade-off. When you receive that, this is true for literally any job. You work hard, you will, if you get paid well, if you make a good income with your job, you are expected to work hard. That is the trade-off. And many people, like nurses, with her example, do so happily.
That's what you're just complaining about. People are not getting paid what they're worth. They're getting paid what they're worth. Nurses, it's one of the best degrees you can get.
I mean, nurses are exhausted, don't you think?
Oh my. What is there not to be a victim or complain about?
Oh my God.
So who's going to do it then?
How do we get better?
Like, bitch, I work minimum 13 fucking hours a day. Between my day job and streaming, I work minimum 13 to 14 hours a day. I make a rather good living by doing so. Do you hear me constantly bitching about it? No. Why? Because I make a rather good income. And like for at least half of it, it's something that I really enjoy. For nurses, it's probably the same thing. They're going to the job because they want to do the job. Yes. Are they overworked? Sure. Do they not like being overworked because it's stressful? Sure. Are they getting paid well for it? Fuck yes, they are. Which is why they stay with it. If they didn't like it, if they didn't think that they were making enough money, or if they thought they were getting overworked and underpaid, do you think any of them would stay with that job and not fuck off to another job that would pay them better? Oh. So yes, they might complain about getting overworked because it's being a nurse is a very high stress job. Totally get that. Totally understandable why they might be stressed out about overwork because right now there are probably more people receiving healthcare than any in the history of the United States or even the world. And it's understandable. Like they are severely overworked, particularly with the amount of illegal immigrants that come in and abuse the healthcare system of the United States. Sure. But they're still getting paid really fucking good for what they do.
If we don't recognize what's wrong.
No, what's your proposal if they're tired?
Shorter work hours, shorter work weeks.
You know, we already have a nursing shortage.
For the same pay,
We already have
for better
for
pay.
the same.
Her solution, work less for more money. That's her solution. Work less hours and pay them more money. So basically the hospitals can't afford them. And they basically have to they basically have to cut the staff because that's what'll happen. If you go less hours, more money, then you are instantly causing the hospital to cut staff because they won't be able to afford that. Yeah, she basically, and she's going to expect the government to subsidize or the government to come in and take over and pay the nurses instead of the hospitals, and basically get rid of private hospitals, do all government funded hospitals, which will absolutely destroy the medical care that everybody receives. That's going to be her next talking point, I bet.
Who gets to choose that?
The workers should get to choose that.
Oh my God,
do,
workers are stupid. No, workers should not get to do that because workers, the typical worker in a hospital, doesn't give a fuck about the economics of running a hospital. They care about the medical. That's why you have administrators that do know about the financial portion of it. That's why you have administrators that do know about the business side to keep the hospital running at an optimal level. The workers don't have a sweet fucking clue about the economics of the situation. They do the medical. They know the medical. That's all you want them to focus on. You don't want medical workers to even be thinking about anything other than medical because then it can distract them from giving you the appropriate medical care. They are literally hired to only be thinking about medicine. That is their job. That is what keeps people alive.
Or not, they accept the job.
They should have a better relationship to their means of production.
Dude, they get to choose what.
That's a communist talking point. Means of production, they should have that.
They
Hang on.
should have a
In
better
the famous
relationship to their
words
means of
some
production.
Muslim leader, the people are retarded. They don't know what they want.
A better relationship to the means of production. That's a communist talking point right there. That is literally commie speak that she just uttered. Yes, because she is a communist. She absolutely is a communist. And that was like that was probably almost verbatim from the Communist Handbook. Those words that she used.
Dude, they get to choose what nursing job they apply for. Emergency room, being a teacher.
Was there a quote from Karl
Showing
Marx?
up to old
Yeah,
people's
but
homes, it's up
They're
to
not
them.
choosing
Nursing's
to do
one of the
these
most flexible
crazy
fields.
hours.
They actually are by choosing to go into nursing when you can see what kind of hours nurses work. Yes,
But
they are.
We can improve their lives by giving them better rights.
Then they might not get paid as much. They have
No,
rights.
they can still
They have
get
the right
paid
to quit
that.
their job. They have the right to go
The
work whatever they
profit
want.
margins on hospitals are crazy.
And I'm relatively glad as long as like nurses are making good money, and they are.
So long as they should have a say in how much they're working and what they're working for.
They do by choosing what job they do.
Yeah.
By choosing the degree they got. They
No,
have that say.
yeah,
Their
there's a-
entire
Like they go, she's going on the assumption that the hospitals lie to the nurses about what they're expected to do when they interview for their positions. When every single nurse, janitor, doctor, orderly, when they apply for a position in a hospital, they are informed up front. This is what you're going to be getting paid. This is the hours you're expected to work. If they don't like it, they go, no thanks, I'm going to go look elsewhere. So they go in knowing all of this before the first day that they punch in. So shut the hell up and stop trying to virtue signal and act like the hospitals are hiding all of this information and that nurses are suddenly getting blindsided with all this information, and by then it's too fucking late.
life had that say.
But exactly. There's a lot of things that help people inform their choice, right? And sometimes that what informs that is where they are. And sometimes they don't have the ability to apply for like a nurse practitioner job in a hospital
mean?
desert.
In a hospital desert. So you know what they do? You know what most people have
They
done?
have to leave.
They leave.
Exactly. And what happens?
they
That's
go to another
good.
hospital.
No, I'm sorry. Not everywhere is going to thrive.
No, everyone
Communities
should
got,
thrive.
That's
what
not
socialism
possible.
is.
But that
Socialism
didn't
is.
happen in socialism.
But it can.
But it didn't.
No, it can't. No, it can't. That's the ever-loving fucking point. It can't thrive in socialism. Socialism kills it.
Can't.
Never once through socialism did every community.
Gen Z can be the difference.
What? Wait, what did she say?
Socialism did every community.
Gen Z can be the difference.
No, you can't. You are literally living proof that Gen Z can't be the difference. You are living proof that everything is going backwards. That is what Gen Z is doing. Gen Z and Gen Alpha are proving that the world is going that the country is going backwards and going in the completely wrong direction.
We already know what it's like to be in incredible amounts of debt and not lose the promise of
Mostly
retirement.
student loans,
and
which you can get on
lose the
1% of your income. So what are you
promise
talking
of
about?
Housing.
What
Like,
retirement were you lost?
Sorry?
What retirement were you lost as a generation? I'm 1 year from Gen Z, by the way, so I'm pretty much aligned on this. But
What year were you born?
95. 96 is when Gen Z started. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Google's
So,
a year older than me.
is that another award? I don't know what you're trying to get. What retirement did you lose?
Well, Social Security,
You didn't lose Social Security.
but it's shutting down.
No.
You said 2032, didn't you know?
There will be a mandatory 25% cut because the slush fund is gone, which means only the money that can go out is the money coming in. Since we have a decreasing workforce and decreasing birth rate, that's why. It'll still come, you'll still get Social Security. It'll just be from what comes in. And again, it's mostly because we didn't invest it in the market, which the
Yeah.
capitalists wanted to do.
But we're letting people go. We're not getting new jobs.
What? We
What?
just had record job numbers.
What the
reported
fuck are
last
you
month.
talking
We
about?
also didn't get job numbers for an entire quarter, right?
Okay, what's your point? We just got
Well,
record
that's-
job numbers these these past
Is
few
that
months have
not
been
worth
great.
noting that we've had
It
a
is.
historic
It is.
no
That
numbers?
sucks. That
Yeah.
sucks. But guess what? This whole year we have, so I'm okay. You're saying we're getting no jobs? We just had hundreds of thousands created.
We're reducing far more with AI.
Okay.
no. Oh,
Unemployment
here we
rate
go.
is steady. New jobs have been created so far. We're not seeing that overall as a statistic.
So, of course, she's also anti-AI, blaming AI for everything. Now we're into the next SJR talking point. AI is evil, kind of like the data centers are evil, because she's equating the data centers with the AI. And AI is evil because people are losing their jobs. Oh, by the way, point of note, companies are starting to back off on the use of AI. Companies are realizing that AI is not actually beneficial to them at this stage in the creation of AI. So many companies have reduced the amount of tokens that their people can utilize for AI, and they're actually significantly backing off on the use of it. And thus, they're going to actually need employees because the AI is not able to do the jobs that the employees do. So they're actually bringing in employees to do the jobs that the AI they've discovered can't do them, can't do. Because it's too expensive and it's nowhere near as efficient as the dream was, as the companies dreamed that it would be. And so now jobs are coming back and the AI usage is significantly backing off. But she doesn't know that because she doesn't look at facts.
Thing. You're getting a couple companies here and there, sure.
I've seen it. I've been let go.
Everyone's been let go. That's normal.
But getting rehired, is that normal?
Did you get rehired? Okay, then congratulations, you won.
Hey,
What do you want? What are you arguing
she wants
for?
she wants a prize. She wants accolades. She wants to get her little everybody gets a trophy. That's what she wants. She literally wants to basically get the she wants the everybody clapped moment for her. Like, good job. Congratulations. You accomplished the same thing that hundreds of millions of people have also accomplished. Bravo. She is literally a child mindset of, I want my accolades, I want my trophy, I want my applause, because I'm a special snowflake.
That doesn't sound like you're replaced by AI.
But what I'm saying is that there's not.
There's
We're
nothing.
not
Okay,
getting.
so you just said Gen Z has this. Okay, so you said
Gen Z
housing.
has the ability to,
Because you're losing retirement,
improve
that's not true. Also, just
our relationship
stock
to
market,
means
invest
of
15%, you'll be able to retire multimillionaire. Congratulations, that's pretty easy. We already know you spent 25% on bullshit, so you'll be able to do that. Congratulations, go yourself. What's the other thing? Housing, 25% of Gen Z already owns a home. Cut out your eating out to eat, you'll be able to put a down payment down. Now, honestly, the majority thing, yes, housing costs have gone up. Rent, who cares? You don't need to own a home. No, who cares?
I mean,
No, you don't.
Why should all of my investments into a place just
Did you guys see that change? For a split second, literally a split second, I think she had her own unique thought. For a literal split second, I'm going to back it up. When he says you don't need to own a home, for a split second, she goes, yes, you do. Like, it was like a split second moment where she had an original thought, and then you can actually see the programming tick in. Watch her affect during this. I'm not going to say anything. Just listen to her and watch her affect.
Costs have gone up. Rent, who cares? You don't need to own a home. No, who cares?
I mean,
No, you don't.
Why should all of my investments into a
Did you see it? When he said, you don't need to own a home. She went, yes, you do. Oh, I mean, programming re-engaged. You saw that, right? For a moment, I think she may have had an independent thought, and it was quashed by the DEI programming, by the woke programming.
A place, just go to somebody.
Yeah,
then
she's-
I never
she was
had-
sounding like a
That
conservative.
is true. But the thing is, you'll make more
but
money.
there's not properties available that people can afford, so they have to settle
What?
for
Rentals
renting.
is
She
better.
had to get the
No,
programming
renting's
told
great.
her,
What's
get
wrong
back
with
on the
renting? It gives you
talking
more
point.
flexibility in life. What's
It gives you flexibility, but your money is not. You're not investing. At that
no,
point.
that's actually good because you don't want it in a house because housing performs much worse against the stock market on average. Put
Do you
that
think
money
most
in the
people
stock
want to
market.
rent?
No, that's what I'm trying to change. The American dream is housing ownership. But me, Ramit, Graham Stephan, I even think the money guys, right, left, wherever you go, Ramit, he's like pretty far left. Everyone agrees renting is better from a financial perspective because you put the money in the overall marketplace and you will make so much more money than your house ever did.
You think it's better because the landlords are profiting.
Hey, for God's sake.
Who wants to be a landlord these days? It's a horrible return on investment.
Yeah.
Because it hurts your feelings when people hate landlords.
I've sold mine. I don't
You
care.
sold your landlord?
My rental properties.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it's a bad return on investment. Why would I care? I don't care.
Well, but
And here's the other thing is all landlords are bastards, all landlords are scalping, and she's ignoring the very fine context of when the rising cost of literally everything happens, they have to raise the rent to cover all of the costs, and thus all landlords are bastards because she doesn't actually understand economics. Even though her job is in the economics position, she doesn't know fuck all about economics.
what made you want to do it in the first place?
I thought it would be a good return on investment.
Mhm.
It was okay. Stock market beat it every day.
Was it during COVID?
No. No. I bought my own first personal residence during COVID.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You were making a point.
Well, housing is impossible to come by, and that's why a lot of people rent.
That's not true. But okay. Yeah, no. Again, cost of housing has substantially gone up. That is true when it comes to buying a house. You don't need to buy a house. But even if you did, how about us actually care about outcomes, improve zoning laws, environmental laws so we can build housing and meet market demand like we did in Austin, Texas?
But we were talking about how the nurse has to move to go to find their work if they want to work as a nurse instead of
No, you said Gen Z is going to
providing-
be the change. We
Yeah.
lost our retirement.
So
we
we
lost
can-
our housing. That's not
so we
true. All
can
those things are not
fix
true.
the-
What else
the
is there?
hospital
What else did you
deserts.
lose? What else are you a victim in? That's not true. You lost your retirement. Not true. You lost your housing. Not true. What else did you lose?
I mean, I was saying that Gen Z could be the change, and we could have a better relationship to our means of production. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't know what fascism is. You don't know anything about the minimum wage. You don't know
Do you know
anything
what
about the detention
fascism
centers
is?
of other countries. Yes. I do know what fascism is. In fact, I was starting to kind of explain it. In fact, it's completely opposite of lowercase l liberalism, which capitalists are. Lowercase
Yep.
l liberalism, normal
Yep.
people on the left, normal people on the right. Trust me, I don't like extreme right, hate extreme left like you as well. Lowercase l liberalism, individual rights. Communism, opposed to it. Fascism, opposed to it.
Yep.
Limited government, opposed to it. It's strong government. Free markets, opposed to it.
Yep.
They destroy it. It is central planning. That's fascism. That's socialism. They're much closer.
That's communism.
So fascism is closer to socialism 95% compared to capitalism. You know that, right? As an economic and political structure, you know that, right?
I mean, it's the natural progression. You go socialism. Socialism transitions into capitalism. Capitalism transitions into fascism. That is the 100% natural progression of socialism. Every single time, without fail, it will transition from socialism to capitalism to fascism every time.
There's no people saying fascism. It's the opposition. It's the oppression that's in
In
control.
every socialist state, we've had free and fair elections. People had to say, where has this ever been proven to work?
In Cuba, they have
Free and fair elections.
they have constant elections.
Free and fair?
Constant elections
Free and fair?
for many things.
She can't answer. She's stuck in the loop. She's looping right now. She can't break free.
Free and fair.
Well, does it cost to go to an election?
Fair elections?
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
Well, an election thing.
Did she?
Free and fair.
Well, does it cost to go to an election?
Oh my God. Oh my God. She is equating free and fair elections to needing to pay to go to an election. Not that it's freedom of choice and that the election is fair. She thinks free and fair elections means you need to pay to cast your vote. She is so stupid it defies description right now. I don't know how he's going to be able to do a financial audit if she is this. Bearing in mind, okay, 2 key points of notes, and yes, it's time. Number 1, she works in a job involving money. Okay? Her job involves money. She works in the finance department of like a sports arena or a sports team or something like that. That's number 1. That's her job. Number 2, as I pour myself a glass of beautiful amber beverage, that she has the right to vote. She has the right to bear a child if anything is going to stick it inside of her. And she has the right to keep and bear arms. To your health. Chat, the 19th Amendment wasn't a mistake. She has this girl is the poster child for repealing the 19th. Right there. She like you need to you would need nothing else to convince anybody. If you say, should we repeal it, put this woman on screen in front of someone and say, should we repeal the 19th? They'll go, fuck yes, we should.
Fair elections? Oh, good death. Oh. Yeah, you
God.
didn't see people flee the United States on boats to get to Cuba, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Socialism, fascism, both anti-capitalism, both anti-free market, state-controlled. What's different is in socialism, they at least pretend to care about everyone equally. In fascism, they'll kind of put away the people that aren't providing as much. That's the difference. That's usually the difference. There's
And you like the putting people
No,
away.
I don't like fascism. I like capitalism. I like
That's what you
lowercase
said,
l
is
liberalism.
when they put them away.
Oh my goodness, she can't listen. She's actually
No. That's deliberate. She's trying to gotcha, and she's trying to do, she very, very poorly tried to do some kind of a gotcha, like, oh, so you like fascism, right? When he was describing fascism, and she's like, you like that, right? And he's like, no, I like capitalism. Well, you just described capitalism. No, he didn't. Like, I want to know I want to know what member of her cult group told her you should go on the Caleb Hammer show and speak for us. Because at this point, I'm convinced she's a plant by some fucking like SJR group or some kind of like financial the financial people that are backing her cult, her Antifa local Antifa organization. And they basically sent her as a plant to basically try and be their spokesperson because maybe some people might consider her pretty. And so like they sent her onto his show to basically espouse the glories of socialism. And I'm almost convinced that it's like she's not real. I mean, at this point, I am convinced she's not real, that this is all a setup, and that she was sent here by some like shadow organization back in North Dakota to basically be a talking piece for socialism, and that's it. That's her only purpose for being here.
She's actually the dumbest person I've ever had. They're both one-party states. They're not free. There's no free and fair election. So I mean, we were looking this up. So what there is in Kansas does not have state-operated supermarkets at all, but they have several small rural towns that operate municipal-owned grocery stores, funded
There
by
it is.
property taxes and whatnot, but no state-owned.
There is.
The place you went, the place you talked about, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Boom.
Oh, you're pathetic. You're a bad activist. At least know something. At least know something. This is
This is. I'm convinced that her group picked her to come onto the show, picked her to submit to the application, come on the show, because she's probably the prettiest one out of that group. And they're like, she's pretty. We'll put a pretty face on the show to talk about socialism. She's cute. She's pretty. She sounds like all girly, even though she's going to pretend to be a they, them. And we'll convince, Caleb show's really popular, so we can convince millions of people that socialism is wonderful. I'm sorry, at this point, that makes more sense than her actually choosing to come here on her own.
Really bad.
I mean, what's the
You're
difference?
just obsessed with symbolic wins of what you say. That's all.
She's too stupid to be attractive. She's a 4 out of 10 in all honesty. Bearing in mind, I said the prettiest of her group. I didn't say that she is a pretty girl. I said the prettiest of her group.
all you care about.
I care about improving people's lives.
But you actually don't, because what improved people's lives is the
capitalism
outcomes.
isn't improving people's
It
lives.
actually has improved everyone's lives dramatically in the world on a statistical basis in every way.
It improves the lives of the bourgeois.
Only? Okay.
The working class is meant to suffer under capitalism.
For fuck's sake. No, that's communism, you dumb bint. In communism, the working class is meant to suffer. Not capitalism. You're deliberately reversing it.
We don't have to be
Okay.
desperate, Like, we have it in our human nature to help one another.
I don't know why I allowed myself to go down that rabbit hole, but I'll let her have the finishing point there. Well done. You got your Reddit award. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
So good.
Just want to help people.
So brave,
Sorry,
so
that-
stunning.
Okay. No, you actually don't, though.
I do.
Because you don't care about outcomes, whatever. Okay.
I do.
I've already proven that because she knows nothing about the minimum wage or literally any policy she talks
She knows
about.
nothing about
She actually
anything.
doesn't. She wasn't able to speak on one thing or any comparable country or economy whatsoever. I actually am trying. I'm not making a joke. Bad words. I'm a flubber. But if you actually cared, you would be informed on literally anything more than just talking points and virtue signaling. But your job, what do you get paid?
60. And I just got a raise.
Just said you didn't make.
Oh my fucking god, of course. And I know exactly what Caleb's gonna say, I thought you just said you didn't make the median income. And she's gonna say, well, it's 5,000 below the median income, according to you. Tarantino. No, she's gonna try and pull the technicality thing, and thank you, Phantom Giver. She's gonna try and pull the technicality. Well, it's 5,000 below what you said is the median income. That's what she's gonna try and do.
The median, you're like 5,000 off, and you're 25. You know the median usually isn't hit until like 40s. You're doing better than the median your age. Oh,
How
you're
is the median my age
pathetic.
able to get a house if
You're
they're making less?
pathetic.
Oh my
You might
God.
not be able
Owning
to
a
at
house.
25, and you're not a victim for not
Well, you
being able to
just
get a house
said-
at
You just
25.
said people my age own houses.
Yes,
How are they
25%.
doing that if they're making less?
I actually don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, so you don't know anything.
What? Because of one question you asked me? I'm sure it's a mixture of inheritance. I'm sure it's a mixture of investing. I'm sure it's a mixture of
Of being able to get a good job.
Wow.
investing through they made the choice. You could have invested. You could have
I
saved.
am investing.
From 21 to 25, you could have enough for a 5% down payment. FHA, yes, you could. Absolutely. I know for a fact you could. At $60,000 a year, yes. In South Dakota,
I just
yes,
got
I know
that
for a
wage.
fact.
I just got that
What were you
wage.
doing before?
50.
Okay, you could have in South Dakota. You'd have been fine.
And I haven't always lived in South Dakota.
Okay, where were you?
I was in Maryland.
Maryland may have been a little harder. There are higher cost of living areas. Again, that's zoning problems, not an actual wage problem. Complain about those
Yep.
policies. So you do well for your age. Yeah, you're a victim, of course. What hits your account on a per paycheck basis?
So this is like kind of, I'm glad that we're finally getting into finances.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
So-
Me
You
too.
couldn't talk about anything properly.
I was in sort of like a perfect storm financially because a lot of things
now she's
happened
not
in the
answering the
same
question.
like 6-week span.
What, something George Floyd or something like that?
No.
Oh, surprised. Okay.
Yeah, I got let go from my job. And then 2 weeks later, they realized they wanted me back.
Okay, sounds like you're very privileged.
Or I'm just an asset and they didn't view me as an asset when they were trying to cut everybody.
Yeah, of course, you can never recognize your own privilege. People like you. Yeah, go on. You guys are a walking stereotype. It's hilarious. You're perfect. You were born out of the egg of the far leftist extremist. You're incredible. Continue. You're incredible. I love you. I love you. You're my favorite person ever. You're.
Hated me a second ago.
I don't hate you. You're just one of the most people I've ever met in my life, and it's incredible. So I want you to continue your. So I can continue laughing, please.
So they ended up giving me my job back because they were finally willing to meet my demands. So now I make 60. I went from 50 to 60, and they wanted.
By the way, big time X to fucking gout. That, they hire me back after they met my demands. Big ass X to doubt. With her and her job, I guarantee that didn't happen. I guarantee she said, if she'd said, I won't come back unless you pay me $60,000 a year, they would have said, cool, fuckity bye. We'll go hire someone that will. There's not a shortage of people that we can't go and hire right now. Absolute fucking lie. I guarantee it. And thank you, Kaibo. Thank you for the tier 1.
Me to move, and I was able to maintain being remote. But they promised severance, and I had planned some of my finances around said severance. And so then when they hired me back, I didn't get severance. So that really, planning to have a good chunk of money come in and then not seeing that money come in at all, but for the sake of maintaining a wage.
Sounds like you're a financial idiot.
Now 28% of Gen Z that owns a home, 33% of them said they would not be able to get it if they didn't get help. Meaning that...
No stereotypes for harm in the making of this episode. I love it.
Oh, what's the additional percentage in my 37% or 67%? Did I do that right? Percent said they could do it without any additional help, that they got it. So there you go. I answered your question.
Well, help
Continue.
from the bank? Because obviously they...
No, help from someone else in their personal life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
20% was through selling their stock investments. That's what I recommended for you. 18% lived with their family to save up a large down payment. Worked a second job, 17.6%. Crypto, which is more even investing, is 12.7%. Pulled from retirement early, which you can do, 12.3%. Wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. Nonprofit assistance, also capitalism, by the way, 11.2%. Government assistance, right up your alley, 8%. So yeah, you can actually do it. Percent using first-time home buyers, 26.
Yeah. When I had
FHA
inquired
28.
with my bank.
You know,
about how
FHA
do
is
we
like
get that
1.5%,
happening.
so you'd be perfectly fine. You'd be fine. You're just a child. So what hits your account on a monthly basis again, please? I need that.
I moved from being bi-weekly to weekly, so I get paid $800 a week.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of
You're
not
terminally
answering your
online,
questions on
aren't
this
you?
one.
I'm an archivist, so
What's that?
I go and film history as it's happening.
Wait, what did she say?
Yeah.
I'm an archivist, so
What's that?
I go and film history as it's happening.
Oh my God. She's pretending to be a journalist. That's what that is. She's literally Now, yeah, she did say that she's in finance, but her activism is her pretending she's a journalist. But she can't actually say she's a journalist because, people like Nick Shirley are an actual journalist. So instead she says, I'm an archivist. I go around and film stuff and I pretend like I matter. And I'm going to call myself an archivist.
Okay. I thought there's like a streamer or something that you're like a big,
A streamer that what?
like you were like dick sucking for essentially. I forgot, but maybe not.
There's a few content creators who I'm pretty close with or that I have interviewed before.
Oh, who?
So I've interviewed Medea Benjamin and Amy Goodman
Nope.
and Sam Piker.
Oh, I know. Oh, I'm getting canceled.
Wait, what?
Amy Goodman
Nope.
and Sam Piker.
Oh, I know.
And now, yep, some of you guys called it. Now it's all coming together. It's all fucking coming together, chat. Now we see it. She interviewed Hassan. She got sucked into the Piker cults. Yes, this explains why she cannot speak on fucking anything. She's in with terrorist Piker, who all he does, we know, all he does is buzzword. He cannot speak intellectually on anything. And she is like, oh, Hassan, this sweat glistening off of your hairy ass fat pecs and your tubby belly. Oh, I want that inverted micro. Oh, give it to me, Hassan. God. Okay, Lance, find me that fucking interview. Find me that fucking interview. If I can finish early enough, we are looking at that interview. Find it and bring me its head. I don't care. Bring me the interview.
Oh, I'm getting canceled, okay?
I hope he sees this. I hope he can help me out.
Oh, wait, she's serious. Do you breathe? I can't fucking breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Mom said I can't breathe. Yes, we just said I will Hassan can help me out of my financial wounds. Oh my God! Oh, what? I'm sorry. Oh God! Oh God! She literally just said, "I hope Hassan can help me out of my financial woes." The same Hassan who his 3 favorite cat gobblers he left out to fucking dry. And she's hoping that he's gonna help her ass. Play it again? Okay, yeah. Play it again.
Oh, I know. Oh, I'm getting canceled, okay?
I hope he sees this. I hope he can help me out in terms of like properly addressing and
I mean, he's
socialism.
definitely more terminally online.
Yeah.
He's also a capitalist. Okay. Hassan is a capitalist through and through. He is a fake socialist. He is a fake communist. He is 100% a capitalist. That's how he has enriched himself. He's only pretending to be a socialist and a communist because it earns him money. The second being a socialist or a communist does not earn him money, he will drop that shit like it's hot. The instant it no longer brings in money, he will drop socialism and communism instantaneously. Oh, he fucked her crazy style? You're assuming he has the capability of doing so. You're assuming he has that capacity as a male of the species to be capable of doing that. Yeah. Seeing how he the hair treatment that he used, he has said himself that it tricks your dick. You know, the Propecia that he used for hair growth, he has said on stream that he's using Propecia to grow his hair back. The side effect is it shrinks your dick and you can't get hard. And now he's looking to go on a weight loss drug because now he's pretending that she has. Now he's actually kind of like double tapping now. In addition to being a communist, he's now pretending to also be a fat activist. Lately on his stream, he's been pretending like, oh, all I can think about is food. I hate feeling this way because like it's all I can think about is food every day, all day. I feel so bad. Don't you feel bad for me, chat? Like Hassan is literally going the route of Boogie. Like, we're sidetracking like crazier here, but Hassan is literally going the route of Boogie 2988. Okay? He is like, his lol cow has reached Boogie proportions. where he's pretending like, oh, I'm so fat. I think about food all the time. Feel bad for me. Give me money, okay? Because I think about food all the time. And it's like, hey, it's really bad for me. I'm going to go on this drug as soon as it passes FDA regulations because I'm so fat and I think about food. Like, I don't even like food, which is a buggy lie, by the way. I don't even like food, but I like think about it all the time. I'm waiting for him to do the self-harm bullshit, too. I'm waiting for him to drop the patented boogie line of, I eat because it's self-harm. Feel bad for me. I'm waiting for that. Anyway, let's get back on track.
Than I am, for sure. We can add.
No. Please tell me. Please tell me he didn't know yet. Please tell me I did not miss him saying that I eat because it's self-harm. Okay, not yet. Okay. The second he does, Mark, okay. Flip it, mark it, write the fuck down. He is going to pull a Boogie 2988 line and says that he is eating to basically cause himself self-harm. Fucking clip it. That's coming. The way he's going on and on about his fatness and about talking about being fat and stuff like that. Fucking clip it. He is going to say in the near future that he eats to facilitate self-harm. Clip it.
He's definitely more terminally online.
Yeah.
Than I am, for sure. We can do, he can react to this, then Destiny can react to his reaction, and then Asmon
Gold.
can
Asmon will react to Hassan.
react to his reaction, then maybe I'll react to the reaction of the reaction of the reaction of the reaction.
Hey! What the fuck am I, chopped liver? What the fuck, Caleb? I react to your stuff, why aren't you gonna react to my stuff? I think I have a pretty good fucking reaction to yourself, so why aren't you gonna react to me, huh? I'm just a bridesmaid. Not even a bridesmaid, I'm barely a flower girl.
So you're friends with him?
No, I've interviewed him actually a couple of times.
If someone came on that was as far right as you are left, I would also shit down their throat. There was that election denier bullshit dumbass woman. I was shitting down her throat the entire time. Now, for what she was talking about, I wasn't as informed on because I didn't care about those issues as much. I'm much more economically driven, and you talked more economic things, so I was much more willing to talk. But I shut down the far right. I just hate extremism, like you guys. You guys are weird.
Yes.
You're an
I'm
extremist.
open to new solutions that have.
No, you're not. No, you're absolutely not. Literally everything that Caleb has posed to you, you've tried to deny, and when you couldn't, you blue screened and moved on to your next dialogue tree. So no, you're not open to shit.
Haven't been seen before.
But yet you weren't open to any statistic that I brought up.
Bingo!
So that's the thing. I
Thank
just hate
you.
extremists like you. But I mean, I don't have anything against Hassan. I might just disagree with him politically. I know I disagree with Asmon Gold on some political things as well, but I had a friendly conversation with him, and that's okay.
You've met Asmon?
Yeah, well, he's local.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
And
didn't know he left his house.
I would meet, I think it was the first time in a decade. I'd meet, Destiny was supposed to fly here, and I think his flight got canceled once. I'd meet Hassan as well. I'll meet anyone.
Yeah, including pedophiles. You made that clear.
Well, President of the United States specifically, but
She has had to get that in. But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. The comments about her saying, oh, you'd meet with pedophiles. I'm not going to say it. I'm sure the comment section is going to take care of saying it for me on this one when it comes to Hassan. So I'm not going to say a word.
I don't think you're a bad person, but I know people like you.
I think she's a
the
bad
moment
person.
That someone,
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to just, no. See, Caleb is taking the nicer tact. I'm not. I do think she's a bad person. I absolutely do think she's a bad person because it's people like her that vote for communism and get communism going. It's people like her that bolster up communism when they are completely brain dead and don't know what they're talking about, and they gin up the fifis in other morons that have the ability to vote in communism. So yes, I do think she's a bad person because she is deliberately choosing not to look at facts, not to look at statistics, not to look at reality, and to live in her own little virtue signaling bubble. Yes, she is indeed a bad person and is one of the primary reasons why the country is going to shit the way it is with communism. Yes, honey, you are a bad person.
is like 10% left of center, disagrees with you on one thing, they become a fascist. And you couldn't even describe fascism. That's the kind of worldview I hate.
Yep.
People that disown.
And by the way, people like her people like her applaud when someone that they have classified as fascist is killed. someone that they not actually is fascist, but someone they have basically targeted and painted as fascist, and that person's killed, they applaud, they dance, they cheer, they make jokes, they piss on their graves, whatever. Yeah, she's a bad person.
People that can't even get on with someone that disagrees with 5%, that's toxic and bad.
Like
That's
I said,
bad.
my parents are not in my adult life, but they were very present
Because you're an idiot.
and like impactful for my young life.
Like, again, she basically cut herself off of her family, tainted them as extremists, which in her world, in her like SJR world, paints them as a viable kill target, mind you. Her saying her parents are extremists in her cult life paints her parents as viable kill targets because they asked for context. You are a bad person.
I used to be a conservative. Like I someday will
Exit out.
apologize to my classmates because
Dude, you were a kid. Who cares what you believe as a kid? It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
well, but that's
no
the
one
thing.
knows what the they're talking about.
I've spent as much time as I will with them as a kid and as an adult. I've actually
What
completed
are they
that
gonna
as
think
well.
when they watch this? It's interesting.
They know how to come back
I
in
don't
my
dislike
life.
people. I don't dislike people because of
You hear that? She put all the onus on. They know how they can come back into my life. Yeah, if they drink the Kool-Aid and goose step along the Nazi party line, you'll accept them back. That's communism. That's fascism. Do exactly as I say, or you're dead to me. That's literally communism.
political positions. That's what extremists do, and unfortunately, that's you. So I don't
Yep.
dislike Hassan. I don't dislike Asmongold. I don't dislike Destiny. I don't dislike any of those people. I don't dislike you. But it's sad that you
I dislike
people
her.
because they disagree with you politically. It's really toxic and disgusting. 0 to
I'm
10.
always interested in changing those minds. You
So
know,
what?
Again, the communist mindset. That probably was out of the Marxist playbook, too. I'm always interested in changing those minds. Not that she's open to changing her mind, but only changing other people's minds. But you have to remain goose stepping on the party line and never deviate, or you will be destroyed. That's communism. That's literally out of the Marxist playbook.
You weren't able to speak on anything other than buzzwords.
well, but I'm willing to have those conversations with people.
Can you be
No,
more
you're not.
informed next time?
Yes.
You know, it's
No.
important to look things up, right?
Yes.
And read.
No.
Yes.
Love reading. It's a good time.
I'm not a theorist. I know there are people that do a lot more
Well,
theory
economic
than me.
theory is important. It's not,
Yeah.
you should probably get into it sometime. No one agrees with you.
Well, I mean, people can agree with that. Free is awesome. It's awesome.
How is free?
Well, I mean, I've been able to.
God, rabbit
the
hole
only reason
again.
my finances aren't any worse is because people are kind enough
We're
to help
rabbit
me out.
holing.
You spend 25% on bullshit. You make $60,000 a year. If you're getting help from
Yep.
people, you're pathetic.
Is this the? Can I look at the graph? Well, or you can go through it.
I will. What do you think your financial score is 0 to 10?
My
Yeah.
financial score 0 to 10. Like
Is that complicated?
well, but I thought you
Okay,
were
sorry,
talking
sorry.
about.
0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Okay. 7. Like I think I can recover.
But that's where you think you are today, not where you're going. Where do you think you are today?
Okay, 6.
Okay, great. If you want your financial score, your Hammer financial
Oh,
score, get
God.
that score for free at
She is
calebhammer.com.
so stupid, it
Just takes a
defies
few minutes to see where
description.
you stand in the world of money. You can see where you're doing
She
poorly,
is
where you're
the
doing great, what
woke's
you need to do to
perfect
get better. And
idiot.
if you don't want to be like a guest who ends up on the show where you're bad with finances, make sure to download the Downloadwise budgeting app. You'd actually know your percentages yourself off the top of your head, which is very nice.
I thought you were asking credit score.
I said financial score 0 to 10.
Well,
It's-
finance credit score. They both. ended in
Okay,
score.
download Dollars, get the free trial, sign up for the annual version if you want to save almost 50%. That's what most people do. I will personally send you my 30-day meal plan.
yeah,
You'll get
hey.
your ass back in that kitchen. Am I
Jesus,
right?
so stupid.
Person, I'm sorry. that was bad. Wait, what do I call you then? Like not pronoun level. Like I wanted to call you a lady. What do I call you?
Oh, well, you can call me by my name.
Well, but it's a fake name. Okay, Doomsday.
Yes.
Stop bleeding out money, making minimum payments across and look, oh my, they'll there for minutes. Refux the you and money. So now home, you need to do that with your energy drink as well.
Gamer
Make Gamer
Subs!
Subs at home
Gamer
for just
Subs
40 cents a
every
serving. And honestly, it
I love
literally
Gamer
tastes better.
Subs!
And we proved this accidentally via a blind taste test in our Hammer Elite show.
I love my Gamer Subs,
The
especially my
number one
anime
ranked
girl
energy drink
vibes.
is Gamer
Oh.
Subs.
Literally, the cherry flavor is insane.
Listen, you can also get free samples to see if you like it, or 10% off your order at gamersubs.gg, or click that link in the description below. Type in code Caleb.
And by the way, Gamer Subs, I would love to have my own code that I could put on screen right now for all of my thirsty strays that want to get Gamer Subs for 10% off with code Ember. Strays. Litter box is probably too long. But I would love to be able to have a code I can get my strays so they can all order their very own Gamer Subs for 10% off because it is yummy. So my emails are open, Gamer Subs. Call me.
Caleb. Okay, yeah, get your ass back in the kitchen. Make some food. Use the cookbook.
Are you kidding?
No.
I'm allergic to kitchens.
Oh, I assume
Oh,
you
shut
have no
up.
agency or accountability whatsoever.
I have lots of agency.
Oh, but you can't cook for yourself?
I choose not to cook for myself.
Why?
I'm not a good cook.
That's pretty easy. I just fixed it. Meal plan and a cookbook, digital version. So then what's the excuse once I've given you the recipes?
It's not the recipes, though. It's the skill that comes with it.
Turning on a skillet? Doing a crock pot?
Huh?
Air fryer? Pretty damn easy.
Yeah.
Not a space for me.
What?
Oh my God, she's lit. Oh my God. She's literally saying, I refuse to cook. Even if it means helping bettering her financial situation, she's literally saying, I refuse to cook. So we are about to see in her finances, all she does is eat out. Phrasing. It's literally all of her food is takeout. She doesn't cook whatsoever. Oh my God.
That makes sense to me.
Lots of people like to cook.
Learn. Take the time.
I can learn.
How do you
No,
eat?
you can't.
I get fed.
Make that make sense. I
That's
need
the
a little more
25%.
information. So you eat out
Yes.
for every meal. And you're the one complaining about not being able to get a house.
Not for every
Uh-huh.
meal.
Okay, you know it has a dramatic markup going out to eat. And then delivery on top of that is an additional 90%.
It's actually funny that you talk about that because, like, I can tell you how much, like, I pay for a meal.
How much?
Like, $20.
What the That would be like $3 on my meal plan. So
Yeah.
I think it's your fault for not being able to accomplish the financial goals that you're complaining that you can't do. Not society.
Basically, she wants to be able to eat out for free. That's why she's like, communism, I'd be able to eat out for free every single time because communism is wonderful. And I'd never have to cook because the government would pay for all my meals and I could get DoorDash every single day and the government would pay for it. That's literally her mindset.
Well, am I not allowed to spend $20 a day?
You do one meal a day?
Mhm.
It's still more expensive. You can. But if you're choosing that, then you're choosing.
Well, can I spend on anything else?
Why don't you save it? No, listen, you can't complain that you can't save for anything if you're choosing not to.
Well,
It's fine if you don't want to. If you would rather go out to eat, that's fine. But then don't complain that you didn't get to save for retirement, that you didn't get to save for a house. You made that choice, and that's okay, but own it.
I'm just pointing out that, like, there's a paycheck is supposed to afford me certain affordances, like food.
You
and
make
such.
60, you're perfectly fine.
right.
But no,
Here's
you're not
the
entitled to
entitlement
going out to
coming.
eat.
Well, how much can I spend on a day?
Going out?
Well, am
What's
I
your
supposed-
goals?
Well,
You can spend all of it, but you might not hit your goals.
She's trying to get Caleb, and she's an idiot for thinking she can accomplish this. She's trying to get Caleb to come around to the idea of, oh yeah, you can eat, you can basically do whatever you want. It's totally fine if you eat out every day. There's no consequences. I don't have anything to say about it. She's basically trying to get him to quasi give her permission to keep conducting her bad behavior. That's what she's fishing for right now. Yeah, she's looking for Caleb to say something that would amount to him giving her permission for the shitty behavior that has put her into the financial state that she's in.
right.
But then don't complain that you can't retire or can't get a house. That was your choice you made.
Yeah, validation.
That's
That's
not
it. Yeah,
socialism,
she's looking for
capitalism. That's
validation.
you.
But if the government provided those things, that'd be
What did I say? What did I say? She wants the government to pay for her fucking DoorDash. Fucking called it. Fucking called it. She literally wants the government to pay for her daily fucking DoorDash.
Why should they? Because you have no agency.
well, the
You
government
have no
should
discipline. Why should they?
because there's an intrinsic value to
Why
building
should
your
it be my
community.
responsibility to take care of you since you decided not to take care of yourself when you make good
Huh?
money? In what way is that fair?
How is it fair for people to lose their everything?
We're talking
for-
about you, not
Oh
other
my
people
God.
right now. We're on the you
Here
part
we
of this.
go.
Yeah,
Why should I have to take care of you when you make $60,000 a year and you choose to blow it all?
I don't choose to blow it all,
Well,
but
you
I
just
do.
said you do.
I do spend some money on eating. Yes.
Yes, and if instead you put that in a low-cost index fund, you let it go to retirement, you had a chance to retire, but you're not doing that. Instead, you choose to go out to eat. Why is it my fault for not funding your retirement?
I am funding my retirement.
Okay, what if it's not enough and you could put more and you need to put more? Why should I have to get you a house when you chose not to save up and you chose to go out to eat?
Well,
Hey,
Why
what-
should it be
what-
on me is the question
But what about families that need stuff? What about them?
I asked. If you
Right.
chose to go out to eat and blow your money,
it's
why should it be on me?
because there's an intrinsic value to building up your community.
You're not in my community.
Oh my God.
Well, then how are you paying for it?
Well, I assume you would want it to be collected federally and redistributed to you, even though I already pay a higher percentage compared to you dramatically.
Well, yeah, I think that
Question, what percent does the top 1% pay in federal income taxes?
none.
He really is this stupid. Oh yeah, Caleb is about to rip her a new asshole, I think. She really has gobbled up the socialist cock. And believed like it's the programming. It's the programming. Yes. She is legitimately gobbling up the socialist cock and is believing every retarded line that has been spewed out to her. Oh my God. She is the perfect mark. She is literally the perfect cultist. They didn't even have to try to get her to drink the Kool-Aid. They literally did not even have to try. She happily guzzled that shit on down. Yeah, and she wanted to be a teacher. That should terrify you. That people like this want to be teachers and teach your children. That should fucking terrify you. And like she is another poster child for homeschooling right now.
I think it's about 40 to 50%.
Yeah.
No, I believe it's about 35%. Then the top 10% pays 50 to 60%. Top 50% pays 99%. The bottom 50% of earners only pay 1%. Did you know we actually have the most progressive income tax system in the entire Western world?
Uh-huh.
Did you know that?
I did not.
Oh, we do.
But it's
Of
not
course you didn't
giving
know that.
everybody
Why
free
know
shit?
anything before having an opinion? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're probably a raised taxes person, aren't you? But you didn't even know that we have the most progressive income tax in the entire Western world?
Oh no, she's definitely like, oh, you should not be taxing anybody that makes under like, I don't know, $100,000. And she probably thinks that basically only people that make $1 million and more should pay taxes. Everyone under $1 million should never have to pay taxes. I guarantee you that's going to be a line that comes out of her, or that's her thought process. She thinks that low earners should never pay tax.
You think
I know that
you think the top 1% pays 0%? Okay, but that's actually just not true according to IRS data.
comparatively.
No, that is the percentages. Compared to what? Compared to the bottom 50%? No, compared to the bottom 50%, the bottom 50% only pays 1%.
It's a lot more than
No, it's not.
what
Then they should?
Yes.
The bottom 50% shouldn't pay 1%?
It's something like
That's interesting you say that because you know the social programs that you love and you beg for that the entire European Union does. You know how they pay for it? They pay for it with a VAT tax. You know what a VAT tax is?
what's a VAT?
Oh, wow. So you don't even know how they pay for the social programs that you're begging for.
Well, but
That's
through
a na-
taxes,
But what's a VAT tax?
another type
This
of
is
tax.
pathetic. It's a national sales tax. So overall, that is a less progressive tax than we have anywhere here. So the poorest people over in Europe have to pay a flat sales tax to pay for
Yep.
the social programs that they benefit. They pay a higher percentage of their income to taxes as a national base to get those percentages. Where you say the bottom 50% shouldn't even pay 1%? No, if we were going to mimic their systems over there, they would be paying much larger than 1%. You don't
Yep.
know what the you're talking about.
Yep.
Pathetic.
What am I talking about?
You just said the bottom 50% should pay less than 1%.
I said that they are.
What?
I said that the billionaires are not paying their fair share.
How do you define fair
For
share?
fuck's sake.
It should be relative to what they make.
Trust me, on what they make, income-wise, they are paying their 40%.
Well, but if they're saying that they only made 70,000 that year,
You're talking about their business? That's not what they make, that's their business, and that's relatively fair if they're employing and investing a lot in R&D and new technology. You know we have that tax structure for a reason, so people are investing in the United States economy, so they're building more products, so they're employing more people, which actually contributes more to the tax base overall in the end, because when they employ more people, that creates payroll taxes on both ends,
Come on,
and
say it,
actually
honey.
creates more income tax on the people making over 6 figures. That actually provides
She wants to say it so bad, but I think that tiny screaming kernel of logic that is fighting for its very last breaths is telling her, don't say that the millionaire should pay for everything and everyone else should get everything for free. Because that's what she's thinking. Right now, she's thinking the millionaires and the billionaires should pay for everything and everyone else should be able to live scot-free of tax. That's what she's thinking right now, and she wants to say it. But there was that little tiny dying logic center in her gray matter is somehow keeping her from saying it.
more money overall. Because if you collect all the money from all the billionaires in the world, we'd be able to fund our federal budget by what? 50, I think a half a year? So we create more taxes by creating those tax structures and employing more people. So when
or unionize the top 10 ones.
okay, you just come in with a talking point. It's just like, what the
Oh my god, what would that fucking do? What the fuck would unionizing do? She literally just threw out a talking point that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Like, unionize the top 10%. What in the holiest of fucks would that even do? That has absolutely nothing to do with taxes whatsoever. You're an idiot.
what the was that? Nothing to do with the point I said.
Yes. Exactly.
Anything there? Any rebuttal?
Nope.
What's the fair share then? So you think when, okay, so my business, let's say I bring in $1 million this year and I spend $900,000. You think I should pay taxes on the total $1 million, not the profit of 100,000?
It's
Because that's your argument. You know that's the argument you're making, right? I should pay taxes on the total million, but not the $100,000 profit, even though I chose to invest $900,000 creating jobs? Because that's the argument you made. You think that should be the case?
I think that we should reinvest into
So
our
you can't answer the
communities.
question.
No,
You
of course
can't
you
answer
can't.
the question. Because that's
No.
what you're advocating for.
Because she doesn't have answers. She has her pre-programmed talking points. At this point, I'm damn near convinced she has got her talking points programmed into her by Hassan. Considering she's claimed to have interviewed him a couple times, at minimum, she watches his stream on the regular, so she is undoubtedly a Hassan stream watcher. She has literally had, like, all of her talking points are programmed into her head by Hassan, and we all know that Hassan is not an intelligent person. He is not smart. He is not an intelligent person. He is a scam artist that manages to basically use a good vocabulary to trick people into thinking he's smart. Obviously, he tricked her with zero effort whatsoever. And so now she's getting all of his talking points, all of his buzzwords from him. Who knows? Maybe he may have even told her what to say before coming on the show, although I seriously doubt it because she is probably so far beneath his notice that he doesn't even realize she exists. But she's literally getting everything she said, is literally Hassan's talking points. Up to this point, every like buzzword that she has vomited up at Caleb has been a Hassan Piker talking point. It's incredible. It's like even people that are like Hassan fans and like use his talking points have at least some degree of intellect where they can at least pretend like they're trying to make a salient point and can do a back and forth dialogue that actually makes sense. She can't even do that. Like, she is not even capable of doing cohesive dialogue with Caleb about any point that she brings up. She just basically goes vomit buzzword and then sits back and just like looks like a deer to headlights when Caleb bitch slaps her back to, back into Hassan's lair.
I'm advocating for the top 10 corporations to be unionized.
You were just
Oh, for
talking
fuck's
about paying
sake.
their fair share.
What the fuck are we talking about? What in the absolute fuck are we even talking about right now? She went from talking about income tax, not thinking that the top 1% actually pays any income tax whatsoever, to saying that the top 10% should be unionized, and then saying, like, on a discussion about income tax, saying that the top 10% of corporations should be unionized, which has absolutely nothing to do with the discussion about income tax whatsoever. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm about to lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna crash out. I swear to fuck, I'm about to crash the fuck out. This is insane. Kiru, hi. Welcome, Kiru. Welcome, Raiders. You're about to see me just lose my absolute shit. I might start chimping out here shortly. This is like, my brain is imploding because simply by listening to this woman. I might have a stroke. Like, this is hurting my brain right now. I hope you had a great stream. I'm sorry to subject you to this form of torture. But I've had to go through about 3 hours of this, and I want to share my pain.
Not unionization. Stay
Well,
on
they have to-
topic. Learn
they
how to
have
stay.
to pay-
Learn how to stay on topic real quick.
But
No. Learn how to stay on topic. I'm talking about the
you're
tax.
talking about taxes, yes.
Because you said it. You brought it up. You said they're not paying their fair share. Okay, so
not.
how are they not paying their fair share then? I'll let you answer again now that we just went down that and you were.
On average, the working class pays more in taxes.
No.
No, they don't.
No, I've already disproven that with the IRS statistics in terms of income tax. They don't pay their fair share. Yeah, let's just stick to that.
Lord Jesus, Mabe, what the fuck is wrong with your stupid ass head? Jesus, bye. I fucking can't, this maid needs to go down to the docks. She needs to go down to the docks and start doing some fish cuts for a little bit while on the boat. She, like, yeah, put her, like, she's only good for maybe going out on the boats. I swear Jesus, Lord. My son. I don't know what the fuck is going to be wrong with her. I swear to, like, she needs to be going get with her man and get back in the fucking kitchen and start learning how to fucking make shepherd's dinner. I'm telling you now, boy. I'm telling you, like, this is all she's good for now, boy. See, I swear to you, she's not even good for the bar. No, she's not even good for the bars. No, sir. No, sir. She gotta get her and she gotta get her ass in the kitchen with a net. They ain't gonna be teaching some stuff. And if she ain't gonna be learning from that, then they ain't gonna take its paddle but whack her up the ass with it. And she'll learn. She'll be learning, my son. Oh yes. Oh yes, bye. You can bet she's gonna be learning. When she gets a wooden paddle on the ass from the net, you can bet she's gonna be learning now, son. You can bet on that, bye. You can absolutely go and be betting on that, bye.
That talking point and move on. She doesn't even know the percentage breakdown of who pays what. Go f yourself. So let's look at your documents. Costco card, what's going on?
It's the highest card that I have. Highest
Why?
level.
You make good money. Why?
I've been paying a lot of mechanic bills. I put a lot of bills on.
By the way, guys, I'm not even a Republican. I just believe in lowercase l liberalism and sound capitalism in markets.
And I believe in unions.
Okay,
Strong unions.
there are lowercase l people that believe.
Unions don't help you there, bye. Unions just go on and fuck you. They don't have, there's not a fucking union on the planet that been doing anything, bye. Unions, they take, and then they squirrel away all the money, and you get fuck all by. Don't come with me with the fucking union shit. No, but I've seen the unions doing the work. The unions are going to be striking nail on there. I've seen the strikes. I've seen like they did this union shit with the Dominion back in Newfoundland, and like you had the workers out there, and it was all bullshit by. And you know what ended up happening? The unions fucked them over. They didn't get fuck all by. They went back to work. They got something like 1% thing. That's all they got. They got like 1%, and that's it. Unions going like unions don't do fuck all. Fuck the unions. Get rid of them. All they do are it's just it's modern day mob shit. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Believe in unions? No, you believe in a lot more than that, and you can't back anything up. What the fuck, dude? But what I was trying to say is she's making me seem like the most rude Republican in the world, and she's just a far extremist to the left, which is fucking crazy. Whatever, they'll call me a fascist for this. That's how it goes. You think I'm a fascist?
I think you're a centrist.
Actually, centrist? Well, thank you for acknowledging that. I appreciate that, because that is.
Holy fuck. That was, without question, the smartest thing she has said this entire time. See, that is by far the smartest thing that has come out of her mouth. And yeah, she is legitimately one of the few people that has actually acknowledged that he is a centrist. Most people think he's either like left or right or like extreme left. Like God knows he's gotten all the shit online about. They say like he's a pipeline to the alt right. She is like I think the first person that has actually acknowledged that he is a centrist. Holy crap!
It's true. I go against right-wing positions all the time as well. Okay, so $10,856.55.
God.
Yeah, I mean, you're spending a shit ton of money on this.
Mostly repairs for my car / house
Do you own a house?
/ car.
He
What does
lives
that
in our
mean?
car.
You live in your car.
Yes.
Oh,
Is it here?
fuck.
No,
Oh, why?
because it's getting repairs still.
Then why do you live in something that is an appreciating asset that requires so much repairs instead of renting and letting the landlord take care of it?
Because it wasn't always, degrading in quality, but also
You got an appreciating asset. You got something on wheels. It's going to degrade.
Yeah, she's homeless. I'm not entirely sure Caleb would have had her on if she was homeless. That's a big fucking factor.
Rating quality. And a landlord don't own it, so they're not going to
No,
fix
I don't
it.
think it's an RV either.
This is, again, a choice and a consequence of your choices.
yeah, it was my choice to be in control of my output as a person. Yeah.
You have that choice every day with what you
The
do.
fuck?
Well, this was me buying
You
something.
making your choice resulted in high credit cards.
This
Not a good choice.
This is me avoiding rent payments.
That would be better, though.
Oh my god. Oh, she's brain broken. She is absolutely fucking brain broken. She is completely internet captured. You think maybe she's doing like the van life living thing? I don't know. But she said it's a car, not a van. If she said if it was a van or an RV, she probably would have said van or RV. I could be wrong. Maybe he might ask her what kind of car it is and maybe a van. I don't think she's doing van life. I think she's legit homeless because she's an idiot.
It would likely be less, and you want to have maxed out credit cards for it with your income, especially.
But you can't move your rent.
No, you can break your lease, and sometimes that's not absolutely perfect, but then you're in it for a year.
I don't pay rent, and I don't pay a car payment.
There was
And
a
I
stutter
don't
there.
pay insurance for a house because I don't have a house.
You have car insurance.
I have car insurance. I paid that once.
Well, you have to pay it
What?
again.
No, I did a yearly.
So you have to pay it again.
Next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can do that with home insurance, too. And renter's insurance.
To
You
qualify
can do
for
that with
buying
property
a house.
taxes. You can do that with everything. Dude, you're so fucking stupid.
Oh my
This isn't
god.
all car shit.
It is.
What's Plaza of the something?
What was the charge?
There's 3 in a row. 609, 1216, 17 something.
Uh-huh.
Likely gas
No,
or
there were 3 in the same day. What was it?
what day?
The 25th of April.
Why is she paying for Lyft? Because her house is currently getting repaired. That's why she's paying for Lyft. If her home is constantly in the mechanics getting worked on, she got to get to work somehow. Wait, but hold on. Didn't earlier she said she works from quote unquote home? I thought I remembered her mentioning that her job allowed her to work from home. Yeah, she works remote. Where the fuck is she working remote from if she's living out of her car? This is not adding up. If she's working at Starbucks, she's fired. If she's working remotely from public Wi-Fi, she's fucking fired immediately. Like the second this comes out, her job's gonna be like, oh yeah, you're fucking gone. Because no company on Earth, no actual company on Earth, especially if it's a company that requires you to log in using multi-factor authentication onto your computer, will ever allow you to connect to public Wi-Fi. Ever. Because it's completely vulnerable Wi-Fi and people can hijack and hackers can very easily hijack it.
I think that's like a gas station.
What were you doing? 3 purchases. You're going in and getting some bullshit.
Yep.
See, that's your choice again. You're not required to do that to survive.
But
Here, I saved your life. No more energy drinks from the gas station. Make them with Gamer Subs. They're delicious. Yum, yum, yum. 40 cents a serving with my discount code at Gamer Subs. Link in the description below. Get your free samples. Figure out what flavor you like. Then get that tub and it's 40 cents a serving
And
with
make
my
it with
10%
ice.
discount code. Why are you going in and getting some bullshit?
so gas stations also have like camper hookups so that I can empty my waste. They
Yeah, why are
also
you going
have
inside and getting some
oil.
bullshit?
Okay, so she does have so it is an RV. She just said camper hookup, so she does have an RV. So it is an RV. Maybe she's got like Starlink Mobile. Did she Starlink? Maybe she's got that. The Starlink does make hookups for like campers, for the small antennas that you can bolt onto an RV. Maybe that's it.
They also have
Sure, why are you going
antifreeze.
inside and getting some bullshit? Come on, because you did it the next day too. You got some gas from Phillips, but then you went inside and got some bullshit. You did that constantly, and it makes sense because you're living on the road. You're living an expensive lifestyle. Then, well, it's probably when it was broken. Lift.
Well, it's a cancellation fee.
Oh, I'm sorry. These
I accept your apology.
I have so my company makes me expense everything. So it's a lot of expenses for work. I don't take lifts personally. Those are work lifts.
Okay, so just the lifts. Then there was the Hilton Cafe. AutoZone, that one's actually fair for your
Hilton
situation.
Cafe is also work.
Okay, probably
So-
the airport as well, right? McDonald's, probably not. Go yourself. Went inside, got some bullshit. Went inside, got some bullshit. Parking might be work. Anti-maze certainly ain't.
What is?
Anti-maze. Going to a restaurant, it looks like. You went inside, you got some bullshit again. Sweet teas. Went inside, got some bullshit. And went inside, got some bullshit. You're getting some bullshit. This is why you're so fixated on the minimum wage bags of chips. Yeah.
Yup.
You go inside and get some bullshit all the time.
Yes.
I'm feeding myself.
Buddy, if you're going to go remote, drive, vroom around, get a hot plate. You have to be able to make willing sacrifices, or I'm not going to feel sympathetic for anything.
Yes.
If you make all the sacrifices in the world and then you can't survive, that's when I'm sympathetic and I want us to step in with social programs, food stamps, all that good stuff, okay? Even UBI maybe, who knows? But guess what? Not if you are choosing to live like this. That is your choice you made. It shouldn't be on us to save you then. Learn, fail, pick yourself back up. Be an adult.
These are like
Yes.
$4 charges.
And they all add up. Death of 1,000 cuts, lady.
Yep. She's
I'm
not
looking at
recognizing this.
$5, $6.
Adds up.
Yes. It all adds
You went
up,
inside,
honey.
got some bullshit. Tello USA, Netflix, go f yourself. It's not even good shit. YouTube,
Tello's my
baby.
phone.
Let's go. Okay, Tello's good. It's about as much as Helium. I like Helium. $15 a line, so that's good. You got something like that. You went inside, got some bullshit, and Google One. That's fine. That makes sense. Kind of have to have that these days. Interest, fees.
I don't have Google One. I disagree. You do not need to have Google One. I don't. Fuck that shit. Like Google One is like to get you like the extra. Google One is their cloud storage service. Gives you know you got it gives you extra space on the Google Drive. It gives you access to like their some advanced features on their apps, like their workplace apps. It might be work related. I doubt it. Because she didn't say it was work related. She said nothing when he brought up Google One about it being work related. So it's basically extra storage. So probably all that, for all those videos that she's documenting, that she's all the videos that she's archiving, she needs all that cloud storage space to store all of her archive footage that she's been taking. Yeah, Google One is what they call what they call the plans, like that get you the extra cloud storage. I think Google One also may gain you access if you have maybe some connected devices, like the home security devices, like may get you storage for like the Google cameras, stuff like that. It's like an all-in-one package. So you get a bunch of stuff, but a lot of that is like the Google storage. Yeah, it may also have the VPN, stuff like that.
Google One, that's fine. That makes sense. Kind of have to have that these days. Interest, fees, interest, fees, flex fees. Bullshit.
God.
It's bullshit. You have a lot of flex fees on something, Toothman and showers.
Yeah, so
Titan fuel tanks. This is your choice to pump this money into this vehicle.
because
yeah.
it's my house.
So what is it? What do you live in?
An
Trailer?
ambulance.
An ambulance. What is wrong with you? That shit.
My God. Oh my God. It's not even an RV. It's a repurposed ambulance. Oh my fucking God. Like, that's tiny. No, it wouldn't be operational with sirens because legally she would not be able to have an ambulance with sirens and lights. So all of the lights have probably been removed or blacked out. Siren system has probably been removed. And chances are it's a van ambulance. If it's breaking down this much, oh my God. She doesn't even have a kitchen. That's why it's always eating out against the bullshit. She's probably got no kitchen in there. So she can't cook food. Like even a hot plate. I question whether or not she'd be able to even hook up a hot plate in the damn thing. Holy shit.
A stink.
No.
I wish it was here. I'd love to see it.
I can show you videos. I'll give you the MTV tour.
Okay, let's see. Lots of interest, lots of fees, lots of stupid behavior.
This should be
shit.
interesting.
It's at 11,000 hours with a $619 a month minimum monthly payment. Like, what the fuck? You have f***ed yourself. It's
But
so
you have to
stupid.
look at the Titan and
Oh,
the
God.
That you chose to do for your lifestyle.
for my house.
Yeah, but you're putting it on a credit card that is accruing
my
interest and plan
God.
fees.
But I
You have chose this.
thought that I was getting that severance. That severance was the cost of those repairs.
Okay, and then you chose to get your job back. Like, okay,
I
you
didn't
did that.
choose to lose my job.
You chose to get your job back and go back and negate your severance, though. Which, by the way, makes more money over the long term anyway, so you should be able to make it work, but you didn't. You put it on there.
What should I have done?
I'll get you an accounting certification through Course Careers, and maybe you can learn. A lot of people out there have converted them into
Good
six-figure
luck
jobs.
with that.
Okay?
Should I?
No, she's not in the it's not bad mentality. She's in the it's not my fault. Right now she is in denial. And she's denying that anything is her fault right now. She's trying to play victim and just like, not that this is my fault. It's not my fault I have to do all this. I'm innocent. I'm an innocent victim. The government should be paying for everything for me. That's the mentality. And yes, she was laid off and her job. She was going to get severance, but then she got hired back on by the same job 2 weeks later so that she didn't get any severance.
You're
I've
making the
opened a
choices.
loan.
You got laid off and you chose to go take a little trip to Japan. I don't think you went, but you made that choice. You do those choices. You got laid off and you were going to go take a trip to Japan. You are making the life choices. You're not a victim. Show me. It might be cool. I might actually like it. Doesn't mean you can afford it, okay?
Let me make it sideways.
Okay, I know how to make a phone work.
Well, I was just. Well, maybe you don't like Android. There you go.
Oh my God, it's a box ambulance.
Here it is, double back doors. We got a side door, but I'll take you through the cabin here.
Can we see it?
You have a stove. Cook.
Oh.
You have a stove and an oven. Cook. That toilet shower situation.
Oh shit! That thing is rigged up a lot better than I expected. Yeah, someone put some serious fucking work into this. We got a stove, we got a full sink with a full swan faucet. Like, there was some serious work that got put into this. How does an ambulance have this much room? Ambulance, the rear compartment of the ambulance, depending on the one she got, looks like she got a good sized box one, can be pretty sizable. And especially when because one thing you have to remember, if you've ever been in an ambulance, you might go, holy shit, this is small. You have to remember all of the compartmentalization that goes into it for storage. When you rip out all of those compartments, you actually have a decent width of space. Granted, I would not want to live in one. It's still fucking tiny, but you can make it work. Granted, it will cost you a fortune to make it work. I have no idea, it probably costs double the price of the ambulance to get all of this shit in there. And yeah, and then to repair it is god-awfully expensive. So it's, it could work, but it's definitely not going to be fun.
Our situation's weird. You must have a fucking nasty. Okay, this personal loan
Yep.
is $10,937.14. So what's this personal loan for again?
Wait, what
Ambulance.
was that interest? 15% interest. Okay. Oh boy. Monthly payments of $453. God. Principal paid today, so it's total of $13. Okay.
$137.14. So what's this personal
Oh,
loan
it's
for
another
again?
loan.
Ambulance. Whambo.
Okay, so again, you chose to take this out. This could be a year's worth of rent.
Oh my God, she's now dumped $21,000 into this fucking thing. This debt of the loan was $13,000, so she's actually up to about she's up to about like $23,000 total that she has sunk into this ambulance. One for the loan to actually buy it, and then the other $11,000 on the Costco card to fix the fucking thing over and over again. On an ambulance converted to a living space.
And it's at a high 15.49% interest rate. This was your choice. I can't be sympathetic. It's pathetic. Oh, okay. Amtrak?
Yep. The train.
No,
I
I
love
know.
trains.
I like trains.
No shit.
Like
I am
trains, man.
very pro high-speed rail, by the way.
I love that.
California is a complete failure.
It is,
And proves
yes.
that we cannot do it. And most
Can
of
do
those.
it.
Well, no, they have proven they can't. You know who proved they can? Brightline, Florida, private.
I raise you the RTD Denver, and it's free 2 months a year.
Wow, 2 months a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
how
call
is
it-
What
they call
percentage
it-
of people? What's its ridership percentage?
I don't know.
Okay, come on. Then you can't raise that as a point.
Why not?
Yeah.
Is it not important to point out that it's free 2 months a year? The most profitable time of year as well?
Okay,
It's
the
to-
Miami one's free as well, all year. So like
It
what?
is?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I've never been to Florida.
It's also good to
Oh.
collect fares. They do that in every successful, actually public transportation system in the world. It prevents anti.
The RTD in Denver is full of drug addicts. Yeah. Wait. Is the RTD the Denver one or the Florida one? Which one's the RTD? I forget. I forget now which one he said the RTD was. Was that Florida? Okay, that was the Denver one. Okay. So the Denver one is full of drug addicts. Shocking.
social behavior on public transportation, and it increases ridership and maintenance and funding. Fares are good. Low fares. Free is not good. It's never been proven to work and benefit a system once.
Working really well in Denver.
Is it? What's its percent viewer?
Yeah, sorry. No, my chat says X to fucking doubt, and that is full of fucking drug addicts. So, you're wrong.
Ridership, let's see.
It's so big that they're actually expanding to bigger, include more cities in the northern Colorado area. They've been working on that part for like a couple of years now.
Great.
I'm like California.
Okay, well, you don't know anything on this, so I don't really care. This is your annual fee, whatever. And Amtrak kind of sucks.
Oh, well, the credit card gives you free rides.
Okay, great. You can get across the country in 4 days.
Well, I'm usually, when I used it most, I was.
Man,
to-
this balance on this Elevations Credit Union went up
They're a
from
small bank.
1,882 to 3,731.
God.
Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? You put the risk on your head. You make it so that you can't do as much as you want.
Yeah,
This prevents you from going out and doing the
Like, we're at the point, I don't think he's even going to be able to do a budget for her. She's got no rent. It's all in repairs, which you can't do a nominalized budget if it's like, okay, shit might break down again, and now you're spending $1,000 to repair this custom built ambulance for you. Like, legit, I don't know if he's even going to be able to do a budget for her at this point.
things you want to do
So
from putting out risk.
I called my bank and tried to consolidate, and they
You shouldn't.
why not?
Because you haven't changed your behavior that got you here in the first place.
Yeah.
If you have this debt and you consolidate it into this debt and this went to zero, but the balance is still up here, you'll all of a sudden build it up to here without changing your behavior. That means double the debt. You should never consolidate. We have consolidation in personal loans and great things on calebhammer.com for people that have proven they can. You can use that later, but only after you change your behavior, and you haven't.
But the most
You
of my
haven't.
debt is mechanics.
Doesn't matter what it is. It's still behavior. You chose to do the behavior that got you there in the first place, and it's still not
That's like
anyway because
getting
you
mad
went
at
to a
people for
vending
getting
machine,
sick.
Summer House
That's like getting mad
Organization,
about people
United
for
American-
losing their AC or their heating or their water.
Yeah, but they shouldn't put. Well, no, it's not because you chose to go into this van life.
So that's like buying a
Yes.
house, right? When you buy a house, you pick up the risk of owning a house.
Exactly, and you shouldn't get into a house.
Yeah, except, oh, you stupid, stupid girl. If you buy a house, you go into the risk of owning a house. Yeah, except your house isn't built on a cobbled together frame of an ambulance that is probably a custom wire job that fails continually. You chose to do the van life with a vehicle that is probably aged and failing and constantly needing repairs and has a custom wire job. So every time you take it to a mechanic, it's going to cost you $1,000 to fix. That's not a house. That's a stupid girl decision that wants to pretend like she's quirky.
Without a proper, fully funded 6-month emergency fund.
And yes, houses
So
go
yes,
up,
I agree
cars
with
go
that
down.
point. It's not like rental. It's not like an AC breaking necessarily. You chose to do the van life. Now you're paying for it, and you will still have that behavior. You're door dashing. Marriott,
Yep.
United, DoorDash, American.
For work.
Yeah, but you're still putting it on a credit card that you are not paying off that is accruing interest. You put double towards it than you put on it.
Again, these are all work-related charges.
You're not paying them off.
I travel for work.
Nebraska furniture. Doubt that was
Like, we have yet to see any kind of reimbursement for work where you're paying off previous expenses for work. All we're seeing is charge. You saying, oh, this is work expense. Is work reimbursing you? Or are they just saying, fuck it, you're paying it for yourself, honey? And we're not going to reimburse you. And you're just like, okay. Because I have yet to see a reimbursement or a payment, a substantial payment that offsets all of these supposed work expenses.
reimbursed. Green Lady Lounge, Chipotle, some King restaurant, coffee, DoorDash again. Get into bullshit. Jimmy John's, Trail Brewery,
God.
Device Pros, 54th Street.
That
Come
was my
on.
phone.
It's bullshit.
My
Okay.
phone.
What? That doesn't make any sense because what do you mean? Your phone was on another card.
No. My phone screen broke. I had to replace the phone screen. That's Device Pros.
Fees, interest, it's all bullshit. This is stupid. It's been a fun conversation so far.
She's
Hopefully
in
people
South
like it
Dakota.
and are watching. It's a very different one, but I've enjoyed it. I've made either an enemy or a friend, or a lot of enemies or friends out there who I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Where's your checking account, dude? Or was this is your checking account? Okay. You went inside, got some bullshit. You got like 1,500.
Wait, what was that?
Okay. You went inside, got some bullshit.
PayPal, Venmo, PayPal. She's like PayPal and
When
everything.
I got some bullshit, you got like 1,500. When I got some bullshit. Withdraw, Venmo. Okay, so what is actually? Where's your money? Where's your savings? You said you had savings and retirement and stuff.
I can show you my
Just tell me what's in it.
So when I checked, it was like, well, at its peak, it was,
And what's it at today?
I think
Come on.
it's 9.8.
1,000?
Uh-huh.
Halfway decent. What's it invested in?
Nothing.
It's invested in
Nothing.
Net and
Huh?
AMD.
Net?
Mhm.
Oh, individual stocks? Why? Why not a low cost index fund or a retirement target date fund?
I just wanted to choose the stocks that I invest in.
And it'll be our fault if you don't retire.
Well,
right?
but
Boy.
I mean, I'm beating the S&P by a lot. The S&P is doing 12 and I'm doing 85.
12 on average. It hasn't done 12 this year.
Right.
But even still, you gotta long term is what matters.
Yeah, I can show you.
Long term is what matters. The next 40 years of your life, not 1 year,
Oh,
not one
boy.
snapshot. Are you gonna trade in and out
No,
of those stocks?
Is she gonna day trade?
I was gonna just hold.
Okay, your debt minimum payments. You're holding
Like this is where I'm confused. Like her debt right now per month is nothing. Like she's making like 3,200 per month. Her monthly debt is like next to nothing. Why the fuck is she here? Like we saw like what her monthly payments are. Her monthly payments like a couple $100 a month. And it's like nothing. Like she has no reason to be here. She makes more than enough money to cover all of her debt. She has no rent. She's only got to deal with the car insurance because she's an entertaining idiot. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just he's an entertaining idiot.
retirement. You believe in AMD until you retire, and next or whatever you said. Oh, your monthly payments are $1,183.58. Okay, so you don't have rent, but you don't have a payment on the ambulance, right? No, you do. That was a personal loan?
Mhm.
No, I mean, I see it. That doesn't change the point of what I said.
Oh.
Okay, but no, you don't have a savings account.
I have a little bit of savings,
How much?
like 1,000.
Kill myself. Okay. So you don't, oh, what's your gas? Your gas, vroom, drive, that you have to spend. Because that's like your rent, essentially. That and the insurance.
Well, the insurance I only paid once.
I know, but you got to save for it monthly to pay for it next time. Come on. What was your yearly insurance?
300.
Okay. Pretty good.
That's it.
Very good. $25 a month. Not bad. Okay.
That's cheap.
Gas, vroom, drive. Come on.
Like 300 on a full tank.
Phone bill. Well, it was like $15, right? Then you had a second
25.
payment.
It's,
You had a second payment on a different card. What was that all about? Your phone service was on one card and you had like a phone payment on another card.
It was the screen. I
repair.
replaced the screen on.
You still owe on it?
No.
Okay. So $15 a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Uh,
it's
Yeah, it's probably
25.
got liability
Oh,
only.
okay.
on
Sorry,
the-
not to
on the
nitpick. I know we're
insurance.
counting every penny.
No, this does matter to nitpick. Utilities and stuff. You plug it in, you're like parking places and stuff. How much should we spend a month on that? You parking places and whatnot.
I mean, I don't really have to pay for parking too often. But
Getting like water and shit to maintain this. How much? To maintain the bus.
like
Van.
50.
Okay, not bad. Groceries, you're gonna do $300 because you have a stove and you just learn to cook. Please make sandwiches. It's so basic. You have to do this for the sake of your future. Just do it. You can give more money to every little organization you want.
Like,
Okay, think
there's
about
no
it like that. You're being
There is as of right now, there's zero reason she should be in debt. Like zero reason whatsoever. She's like has like around $1,500 left over. She's gonna end up having like $1,500 left over after everything. Like she shouldn't even be on this show. She's here for the entertainment value. You know, the producers saw, the producers basically like saw her application, went, oh, we are getting this girl on the show because she's entertaining as fuck because she's stupid as hell. But financially speaking, there's no reason for her to be here.
selfish if you don't. You're being selfish if you don't, because then you can't.
Like even her expenditures, even her miscellaneous expenditures should not have eaten through $1,500. Even like all the spending money on bullshit should not have eaten through the $1,500 that she should have left over. Like what we were just seeing in her spending should still not have eliminated that $1,500. It might have eliminated maybe, I'll be generous and say $500. She should still have close to like $1,000 of freed up money every month.
Can't give more money to people. TP fund, anything else you need to survive in there? Either tampons or condoms. I still can't tell. $200 will go there. Medical, health care, copays? Monthly basis? I'm sure you have a lot of therapy.
Nope.
Oh, you need it. Okay. Gym?
Nope.
Okay. Subscriptions, I'll give you. I'll try $50. Little life on the road thing. No pets, right? Wouldn't mesh with your life. Anything else that needs to be in your budget that's not there?
Well, I have to be able to afford whatever my work expenses. And my
Yes,
last
but
work
how
travel was
quickly
1K.
How quickly do they expense it back to you?
2 weeks.
Okay, then you should be relatively fine.
Yeah, she's hell
You
yeah.
just need to make sure you have the balance in your checking account to actually do it. I wouldn't put it on a credit card that are getting fees and interest added to it. That doesn't make any sense. Why pay for them to cash advance you? It's a little silly. Okay, so I'll actually give you some fun spending. Not much, like $70. Okay? Yippee! You get to go out a couple times a month.
My
Please,
problem.
please. This gives you an extra $1,000 a month. We can make so much progress. Please,
There
please don't
it
be.
is.
Please.
Yeah. This what did I got that bang on the fucking nose. I was bang on the nose, remaining $1,000. That's what I said. She's gonna have $1,000 left over. Like, what the fuck are we doing? She shouldn't be here.
Please. What? What are you gonna fight me against? What?
It's. I mean, I'm just. It's just the mechanics.
Huh?
The mechanics that have charged me. That's the bulk of my pay. The
your
bulk of my
debt.
debt. Yeah.
I know. Good. That's in your minimum monthly payments.
Okay.
Does that matter now?
It's just how I got here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, no. You can.
How? That makes no fucking sense. No, it isn't because because he factored in what the minimum monthly payments are. You still have $1,000 left over. What happened to that $1,000 every month? Like what? Yeah, there's something we're not seeing something. There's absolutely something that we are not seeing because this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like even with like paying for the mechanics off that Costco card, that was factored into her monthly payments. She, and she hasn't even been paying some of that. We're not seeing something.
You could pay it off quicker if you weren't spending. You were spending a shit ton on bullshit, hundreds of dollars a month, hundreds of dollars that could go towards the cards that would pay them off quicker. No, it isn't. You spend more than you made. That's what put the balance on there initially.
Did
But what's
'Cause I
preventing you from
I
paying
went
it?
several weeks without
What's
pay.
preventing you from? I don't care. What's preventing you? If you're going weeks without pay, then why are you going out to eat? You're not making it make sense.
Well, you don't have
None
the
of this.
statements from when I was.
It doesn't matter. You're spending hundreds of dollars a month in bullshit. Don't and put it towards paying off the debt that sucks you got in the first place. And you know why you had the mechanic debt? Because you chose to live van life. Okay? That's going to come with it. These are your choices. Live with them. Brother, stop being a victim. Can I tell you how long it's going to take?
And SJ, hang on.
These are your choices.
Wait.
Live with them.
And SJR, when you tell them these are your choices and choices have consequences. Huh?
Brother, stop being a victim. Can I tell you how long it's going to pay off your debt? Because that's actually what matters. It takes 17 months. That's not bad at all. It's a year and a half.
Yeah.
Do it and you're done. Stop spending hundreds a month of bullshit. With the hundreds you spent, this takes, if you only spend on that bullshit, the hundreds a month on bullshit, it takes you almost like 4 years to pay off your debt. Make it a year and a half. Be an adult, okay?
What he was saying, even with the spending money on bullshit, what we were seeing in her expenditures still doesn't make sense. Because that wasn't like, yeah, it was like maybe adding up to a couple $100, but it still wouldn't cut into that $1,000. Even if we were going to go on the assumption of, okay, of when she was like before, before she got fired and rehired, it'll make sense later. Okay, all right, I'll let it cook
Sake.
for a couple
I
minutes.
believe it's totally possible. My bank
I
even
do
agreed.
too. The math says.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
My bank told me that they wouldn't work with me for that consolidation, and I see that you're telling me that
You don't
that
need a
would-
consolidation. Just pay off your debt.
Exactly.
And go to calebhammer.com if you need a consolidation in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, get your Hammer Financial Score there. Let's get our Hammer Financial Score. Again, I really do apologize sincerely on that. Spending in a budget.
He
You
is
overspent 0
tired.
out of 10. Debt. No collections. Bad reasons for the debt. 2 out of 10. Emergency fund. There's $1,000. 1 out of 10 retirement. Yeah, if I'll give you a 5 out of 10 for your age. 25. 4 out of 10. Getting started. You want to be about 1 times income by the time you're 30. Real estate score. I will give you 0 because you don't have real estate. And no, that vehicle does not count. That goes against your debt that you owe towards it. And that's why I gave you a 2 instead of a 1.
Yeah, I was really shocked that my bank wouldn't accept it as collateral.
Why would they? Hammer Financial Score 1.5 out of 10. Get yours at calebhammer.com.
There
Join
it
us.
is.
It's going to be a wild. You've seen how wild this one is. It's going to be even more wild in the post show. Uncut, uncensored. 3 premium shows posted every single day. 6 days a week. Join on YouTube by clicking that join button or link in the description below, or download Hammerlead or go to hammerlead.com, wherever you want to do it. Hammerlead's the same on both platforms. Love you either way. See you in the post show.
I haven't paid my taxes yet.
You haven't paid your taxes. You haven't paid your taxes. You're a taker, not a giver. You're
Oh,
champagne
fuck.
social.
Oh my sweet fuck. I gotta back this up. She's bitching. This is it exactly. She I fucking called this jury. When they were talking about taxes, I fucking called it. She thinks that the below 50% should pay no taxes, and she thinks that the millionaires and above should 100% pay all the taxes. I fucking called that.
You haven't paid your taxes. You haven't paid your taxes. You're a taker, not a giver. You're a champagne socialist. You live it up.
Yep.
You don't pay a single fucking thing in taxes to actually go to the social programs. Then you're saying people need to go pay more money. You don't even know.
I'm not paying for imperialism.
Hammer Elite is the best
Oh
YouTube
my
membership on
God.
the platform. And I just
Of course. Oh, fucking course you would pull that tired ass line. I'm not gonna pay for imperialism. Fuck you, go into debtor's jail. She has way less coming in a month than she said if you count taxes. Yeah. If they're not taking taxes out of her, that would only, if she hasn't paid her taxes, then that means chances are she's actually not, then maybe are they not taking taxes out of her paycheck? Because if she hasn't paid taxes, then that would seem to indicate that her job was not actually taking taxes out of her pay, which means she was actually probably only bringing in about $2,500 a month, maybe $2,300 a month. Oh my! Now that IRS is gonna come knocking on this one. Oh yes, IRS is gonna come knocking on this one. Holy shit! That was insane. That was absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, she did. Like, IRS needs to come scoop her up, fucking throw her trash ambulance thing into the crusher and put her in the box. Because I want to know how long she has not paid her taxes for. I'm going to hazard a guess she has not paid taxes for years under the auspice of, I'm not going to pay for imperialism. So I'm going to hazard a guess that there are years of unpaid taxes where she's basically just been given the finger going, I want the government to take care of me and you're imperialistic. So it's like, oh, no, I got to stop. I got to stop. I got to stop or I'm going to drive myself fucking insane. Holy shit.
Ember burns bright.